Leader of the Nevis Reformation Party, Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge, expressed the view that proposed special sustainability zone developments will be rubber-stamped in the Nevis Island Assembly and warns about the possible misuse or abuse against the residents of Nevis under the legislation that established the framework for setting up SSZs. Addressing the attendees of an NRP-organized protest rally at the DR Walgreens Plaza, downtown Charlestown, Dr. Daniel Hodge was very critical of the legislation and its potential negative impact on the island and a general mistrust of the CCM-led administration and its Premier, Mark Brantley. Addressing one of the alleged purposes of the law in the rumored setting up of enclave and sovereign communities using the zones.
And I've heard this question asked, but Janice, I don't see anything in the legislation that talks about sovereignty or enclaves. I say you're not going to see those words because some of them think they're smart. I have a friend in Newcastle. They think they swallow bulbs, so they're brighter than everybody. So they're not going to put it in the legislation, but they're going to put it in the development agreement. And what happens with the development agreement? There's no provision for public consultation. So they say, oh, they're going to take it to the legislature. But who's in charge of the legislature? Who has the majority control of the legislature? So I am telling you, any SSC that moves forward is just going to be rubber stamped by the Premier every step of the way. We cannot afford for this to happen. We cannot afford for this SSC legislation implemented in Nevis. We must stand up and say no. Imagine if over there they're going to have 10,000 people. You see how soon we could become the minority in the land of our birth? Can we afford a situation? Can we afford a legislation that is going to make us become the minority in this land of Nevis? There are so many who went before us fought for our rights to own land. We cannot afford for this legislation to go forward.
Since Nevis's Premier announced the interest of a developer in lands on the southern side of Nevis for an SSZ-based development, the NRP has been critical of the act and of the CCM-led Nevis Island administration. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
Police are investigating a deadly shooting in St. Kitts that claimed the life of a high school student over the weekend. The Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force has confirmed the death of 18-year-old Sean John, a resident of College Housing and a student of the Washington Archibald High School. The incident was reported between 10:30 and 11 Saturday night, September 13th. When officers arrived on the scene, they found Mr. John suffering from a gunshot wound. He was later pronounced dead. Investigators say they are actively pursuing leads. Police are urging anyone with information to contact the nearest police station or anonymously through the Crime Stoppers at 707. In a statement, the police force extended condolences to Sean John's family, friends, and school community during what they called a very difficult time. Authorities say updates will be shared as the investigation continues. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline. Your favorite TV shows are just a click away with TVC Plus at tvcplus.live. Stream our 24-hour live programming. Catch the latest episodes of TVC Originals on demand. Enjoy premium pay-per-view content and so much more. Watch on any device, TV, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Visit www.tvcplus.live. Stream, watch, enjoy.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So
make sure to tune in.
It's Entertainment TV at its finest. Join us for Main Event, the Caribbean's leading entertainment show only on Television Caribbean TVC. Tune in as our host chats with top artists and entertainers, bring you the latest buzz in entertainment, and showcase the hottest music videos from the region's biggest stars. Main Events airs on Thursdays at 8 p.m., with rebroadcast on Fridays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. When it comes to entertainment, it's always the Main Event on TVC.
When asked about the development of a commercial port in New Guinea in relation to facilities now occupied by Sinkis Marine Works Limited, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew at his 12th September roundtable with the news media said the issue with the SKMW land is separate from the port development, saying the business operated by Reginald Francis will remain. SKN Newsline questioned the Prime Minister to clarify the situation following statements made by Attorney General Garth Wilkin, who was responding to statements made to SKN Newsline by Mr. Francis, who believes that government is threatening to evict him from the land in order to set up a container port involving Nigerian funding and entities. The claim comes also in association with a US $40 million loan agreement signed by the Sinkis and Nevis government with Afreximbank and Gemini Commodities Limited for the construction of a facility called the New Guinea Dock and Moorings, which Mr. Francis believes is to be located on land now occupied by SKMW. In clarifying the situation, this was Prime Minister Drew's response.
With respect to the land in New Guinea, I think the words of the Attorney General, they speak for themselves. I think there are two different matters here that we should not mix. One is the Attorney General addressing a legal matter that is taking place there, and one is talking about a port development. And they're two totally separate things at this particular time. And the government has no interest, as the Attorney General would have said, with respect to that. There are studies going on as to how we can expand our port facilities here. And of course, you mentioned that the Honorable Samuel Duggins is pursuing that with a company and pursuing that in collaboration with the Afreximbank. And they are two completely different things at this particular time.
This name that the minister gave to the reporter, New Guinea Dock and Moorings. I don't know. It's confusing. It suggests some kind of location or...
Right, so
what
he's suggesting that it will be in New Guinea. What I think people are trying to link this to is where the St. Kitts Marine Works and Services, I think that is what the company is called, is located. They're two completely different things. One has nothing to do with the other. So I would advise people not to link one to the other. What is happening in New Guinea with what the minister is pursuing has nothing to do with what is there at this particular time. What is there at this particular time is there. That has nothing to do with this. That is an established business that is operating, and I wish all businesses to do well. And so there is no link between both of them.
According to Dr. Drew, feasibility studies are being done to determine where in New Guinea the port will be developed. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
On September 11th, a Taiwanese delegation visited the Solid Waste Management Corporation recycling plant in St. Kitts, highlighting years of cooperation in advancing green technology and sustainable development. Ambassador Edwin Tao, accompanied by Embassy Secretary Tina Lin, Taiwan Technical Mission Leader Roy Low, and Project Manager Joyce Chang, toured the Solid Waste Management Corporation's recycling facility in St. Kitts. They were welcomed by General Manager Nelvin Maynard, who led a detailed walkthrough of the plant's operations. For the past 4 years, Taiwan's technical expertise has strengthened the Federation's waste management capacity, helping transform household refuse into sustainable resources. Maynard announced that before year's end, the plant will exploit its third shipment of recycled plastic bricks. He added that exports are expected to grow in 2026 as operations expand in partnership with Taiwan's International Corporation and Development Fund and the Embassy. Ambassador Tao praised the progress, noting Taiwan's own success in turning recycling into profitable businesses.
I'm very satisfied with what we have achieved so far. I understand that the program started 4 years ago, and during this period we have already started a lot of collection stations. We have also established a recycling facility, one in St. Kitts and one in Nevis. And only this year, the plant has shipped 3 containers of recycled waste and plastics to overseas facilities to process. And we know that more will be coming. So I'm very excited. I think this project is a reflection of the cooperation between Taiwan and St. Kitts and Nevis. And I think this is also a very meaningful project because Taiwan and St. Kitts and Nevis are both island nations. So we are very aware of the challenges of sustainable development. And I think one of the important things to do is to recycle the waste, to provide more land for good use. And this program will help to achieve that sustainable goal of your government.
Taiwan reaffirmed its commitment to supporting St. Kitts and Nevis's Sustainable Island State agenda, promoting green innovation and ensuring long-term benefits for generations to come. The recycling project is one of several joint efforts between Taiwan and St. Kitts and Nevis aimed at building a more sustainable future. Reporting for SK Newsline, I'm Andre Huey.
Your favorite TV shows are just a click away with TVC Plus at tvcplus.live. Stream our 24-hour live programming. Catch the latest episodes of TVC Originals on demand. Enjoy premium pay-per-view content and so much more. Watch on any device, TV, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Visit www.tvcplus.live. Stream, watch, enjoy.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
Or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Tune in to Insights on TVC, where we explore the unique stories and perspectives of our fascinating guests.
I used to get in trouble for talking.
I am really angry. I forget English.
I had good examples of what people could become.
Each episode brings you an in-depth look at individuals from diverse backgrounds, sharing their personal journeys and valuable life insights.
I don't know. We're going to bathe here because Papa Bratcher says nobody owns the beach in St. Kitts.
People who sound like this and saying that they're like 15, I'm like, you have a beard.
Insights airs on Mondays at 8 p.m. with rebroadcast on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Only on Television Caribbean, TVC. You can also stream on demand at tvcplus.live.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So
make sure to tune in.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastille. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome you to our creative haven.